everybody, this is a Lamley unboxing slash showcase, and I love doing these videos. I hope that you know that as you see that whenever I do an Auto World video, because that's what we're doing. Auto World, 2 cases here of premium 2019 release 3. Now, Auto World sent these. Round 2 is the company that owns Auto World. They sent these to me to preview for you. They'll be in stores soon and at hobby dealers. We'll explain 3 because if you look at the last video I did, it was premium release 1 for 2019. We are skipping 2. I'll get to that in just a second. But as a reminder, if you look at these codes here, the only thing you want to worry about is that last letter on each case. This is A and B. These assortments are the same. The same 6 cars are in both, only they are of different colors. So Auto World picks the 6 models that they will put in a particular release. Then they'll do them in 2 colors and release them in a version A and a version B. And we'll open these up here in a second. We are going to release 3 because that is the mix I got. And I emailed my friends over at Auto World and said, where are we at? What are we doing? And they said, well, this is what we've got. Release 2 is coming. And this is a form of showcase and complete torture for you Auto World fans, including me, because this is release 3. Release 2 is the mix that will hold the highly, highly anticipated Chevy square body truck. There will be 2 versions in that. And guess what? They are on their way to me. I will have them and I will showcase them. I am not 100% sure if we're going to see release 3 before release 2. It could be that we'll actually see these mixes released about the same time. Only round 2 knows. They'll let me know, and if there's anything that I can pass along, I will. All right. I actually, if you look in the background, have some of my favorite Auto World cars to showcase. When we get to them, I'm going to try and save that one for last, but we will start going. I actually have to look at this, and then we'll just pull whatever we pull out of version 1, we'll pull out of version 2. Oh, we're off to a very good start, so let's get this one right here. Tissue paper out of the way. So as a reminder, like I said, 2 same casting, 2 different decos, 2 different colors. And if you look at the case here, or if you look at the packaging, we'll go through that very, very quickly. You can see it says, I'll get the lighting here, Premium Series Release 3. There's the name of the model. It's also on the box. And then this is version A. And then the cool thing is you get some details about the car. You got some numbers on it. They're doing a lot of those. And then you can see the color. This is custom Gulf blue and orange, so it obviously is the Gulf colors. On the back, pretty much the same. There's the list of cars and the series that they're coming from. This is Modern Muscle. All right, should we just get to the showcase? A and B, which one do you like better? Well, Auto World clearly got in with the folks at Gulf to be able to do these, because we saw the Ford GT40 go in its very similar color combination. I think we're going to see a Corvette in the Gulf colors too, I think in release 2. But we have version A of the 2017 Ford Mustang GT in Gulf Deco. You can see this one is very standard. The signature color of the Mustang in Gulf Deco, just with a simple orange stripe, and then of course all the details. As a reminder, these are always to scale, true 1/64 a la Tomic Limited Vintage. It's one of the reasons I love collecting this brand along with Tomic Limited Vintage, because to me these are, while the way they make them and some of the details are a little bit different, this is my American equivalent of the Japanese cars and the other cars that Tomic Limited Vintage does. This one is awesome. That alternative Gulf color, they're calling it the Gulf Corporate Dark Blue and Orange in version B. Good, kind of good to know what the name of that color is. I've just called it the alternative. Gulf Corporate Dark Blue and Orange. It's good to know. This one has the number roundel on the side, Gulf Deco on the top, a little bit of a wider stripe. And I like the custom orange trim on the wheels. Oh, those look good. I typically like the more classic cars from Auto World, but when they do them up that well, I'm all in. All right. I'm going to skip that next one we see in the box and go to this one. And let's see if I can find its equivalent. I think this is it right here. I probably could just turn the box around and I think we'd be the same, but you know what? Let's just keep it more interesting. Wow. So one thing I am noticing, Auto World will make some bigger differences, I think, between the castings now. As opposed to just, hey, this one's red and this one's blue. You're seeing some real different takes on these models. This is the 1961 Dodge Dart Phoenix, version A in spring green. Check out the wheels on that. There's the art, but then check out the wheels here. You've got the chrome rims, and they do build the rims custom to the car too. Not custom, but like it's not just a standard Auto World rim. They try and make them as try and replicate the actual rims of the actual car. So this one is and I think unless they say it's custom, this will be in a stock color. Interesting that this is only 5,500 of these, but love that color on that one. I love the wheels. Is that Firestone tires on there? I think that's what it is. So you get the spring green Dodge Dart Phoenix, and then here's its equivalent in silver gray poly, version B. This time sitting on black Steelies. So it just has a little bit of a meaner look. Kind of changes the whole look of the car. Black interior. That's one mean machine. I have to say, and I always make this commentary, it's just so much fun to look at these castings for the first time. And that's what I'm doing right now as I pull them out of the box. I did cheat on the wagon, but pulling these out, this is great. All right, version A of the Mercury Comet Cyclone. Jeez, that's cool looking. And let's pull out version B. I think this is it. Yep. Once again, two completely different looks. Vintage Muscle 1966 Mercury Comet Cyclone in black. Onyx is the official color of this one. Look at that. Look at the red trim. Look at the red line tires. Hubcaps, I think, or a steely look. I'm trying to look. Looks like maybe a hubcap. Maybe they're Steelies. That is one look of the Mercury Comet Cyclone. I think all of these, by the way, are not new castings. They'll say if it's a new casting or a newly modified casting on the card if it is. But look at the difference here. So red line tires on version A. On version B, you get the trying to see those BF Goodrich tires, and then you get a racing wheel. Ember Glow Poly on this Comet Cyclone. I love that color, especially with the black stripe there. Wow. Black interior on that. Man, these are so fun to put together. Some people say, hey, they're kind of expensive. They cost between $5 and $7 in store, and that's about the same for hobby dealers. But I do have to say, considering how infrequently they release these, they are fun to collect. You just get them all, and it's not going to be. It's just going to be. Oh, wrong one. It's just going to be a one-time deal. When I say that, I mean it's like it's not going to be that frequent. It's not like they don't release these every month, so they're kind of fun to put together. All right, 1964 Plymouth Barracuda from the Vintage Muscle series as well. This one in white with a racing stripe right down the middle. There's an official color for you, white. And a nice blue interior, blue line tires, some trim on the tire that I can't totally read. But the hubcaps look great. And then this is more of the standard Auto World as I'm used to, is like same deco, same everything, just a different style or a different color. So everything else is the same. Red interior on the second version. That is in ruby. That's the color. Boy, that is pretty as well. So really nice looking cars. I do notice as I put them back, one of 5,500. So this is my guess, because only the Mustang so far has been produced at 6,700. So my guess is that Auto World is actually producing the Gulf Mustang and anything else that might be higher in straight packs. So they'll be mixed in with these standard mixes, and then there'll be a few straight packs that maybe hobby dealers can order. And just of the Mustang if they want the Gulf Mustang if the demand is higher. I know they're doing that with the upcoming Silverado. So there'll be more of the Silverado produced than just the regular cars of that mix. All right. Dodge Challenger RT. Once again, two very different looks for the Dodge Challenger RT. Version A is in cream. Love it with the white vinyl top and the red interior and that racing stripe on the back. Very much that Mopar look on the rear side. Goodyear tires on this one. Love those wheels. And then the second color, bright blue poly. Blue with that Challenger side stripe, that RT side stripe. Same wheels it looks like. But yeah, completely different look. In the last video, I put some of the castings, all of the castings together. I'm not going to do it only with one casting, but if you put the Challengers together, you'll see all the different looks that they have run with the Challenger. All right. Last but not least, this is the model I'm most excited about from this case. We'll just go ahead and pull it out. I love me a nice big land yacht wagon. We'll call this a muscle wagon, as Autoworld has said. Let's remove these boxes, and you will see the Chevy Kingswood Estate, 1969 Chevy Kingswood Estate, and I have there in the background, you'll have to look up closely because it's a little bit busy, but there are all of the previous releases with a couple of chases. I don't totally collect the chases. If I can get my hands on them, I do. But there are all, let's see, if you take out the chases, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 releases of the Kingswood Estate, and this is number 9 and number 10. So what I'm going to do is we're going to showcase these models to finish off the video, and then I'll finish off with a little bit of music and all of these Kingswood Estates. I'll kind of put them on the round on the little turntable so you can see them all. But from the first version in green all the way to I think the last version, I don't know if it was the hobby only, which it was the lead sled in white with its alternative color in black. Of course, I collected the raw, the famous model I dropped. It's the only raw I have, the ultra raw, only one of 10 of that lead sled, and then I have the ultra red and then 2 other ultra red chases. I'm a big fan of this casting, as you can probably tell, and I was super excited to add these two. So what's cool about these is 2 completely different looks. Once again, I have the wood paneled version in red of the 69. This is in version A. They're calling it garnet red. That's the color. And this one actually, fits very nicely with all of the other wood-paneled wagons outside of the hobby, the racing version that they did. So more wood-paneled wagons, which I really like. That's what I grew up in, was a wood-paneled Ford and then a Mercury wagon, but I do dig the wood-paneled Chevy Kingswood. The red really stands out, actually, compared to the other ones. And then how about version B, custom flat black? So they're telling you we did this one custom, and check it out. This is very different. I'll pull off the lead sled alternative color, and before we open this up, I'll kind of put these together so you can kind of look at them right now. I was wondering if they were kind of replicating this. They are and they aren't. So the lead sled has stickers on the window like the actual lead sled that they did, but this one does not have the rack on the roof. This one does. This one is in a more glossy black, and this one is in a more matte black. So I would say this is the Kingswood Estate that's kind of stayed in the family for a while, and then Junior got a hold of it and said, come on, we're going to sport this up a little bit. If it's going to be my car, I got to make it look somewhat cool. And so Junior took off that wood paneling and then painted it in this matte black, and that is one ridiculously cool custom Kingswood wagon. Easily up there. It has the custom wheels on it too. I'm just a huge fan of this one. And tan interior, by the way, which is different obviously than the black interior on the lead sled, but such a big fan of this wagon. And a welcome addition to my burgeoning Autoworld collection. I hope that you have at least some of these cars because they are so worth collecting. Thank you to Autoworld for sending these. we're not done because the trucks are coming. The square bodies are coming with release 2, which will be very, very soon. Tell me what you think of these models. Watch the wagons twirl around on the turntable. Thanks, everybody. Bye.